What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Varsandi. They're still relatively new to a sport which does have a high learning curve and, of course, little tolerance for mistakes.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula 1 proves to be too much. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good, solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, just edging out Alexander Albon, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Varsandi, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Bottas, Hülkenberg, Norris, Sainz and Kimi Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Vettel, they've taken a grid penalty, Sergio Perez and Gasly, Stroll, Grosjean, Daniel Kvyat and Antonio Giovinazzi, Kubica and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy. That's a decent start. Good job. race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available. Pulling out a second lap on the car behind. Monitoring somewhere on the ICE, be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. The engine is going to be down slightly and showing some minor wear. Leading the pack, P1 Hamilton is behind you. They're on fresh softs. This is your final lap of the race. Nice work, that's P1. Race win. Well done.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for Haas. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
The quality and fantastic result of the Haas team will have been noticed by everyone else out there today. You can see why everyone's taking them so seriously. These drivers will be hot property by the end of the season. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Varsandi increases their championship lead. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to say Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improve their position in the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. How are you feeling after that win? You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you? Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you? Appreciate your time.